security engineer, principally addressing issues of having a secure IT environment as a growing expertise in IT security advisory. As an emerging entrepreneur, he believes businesses can be carried out with kingdom principles and still retain the energy that the business requires. Over the last 3 years, he has remained committed to helping individuals maximize their potentials in their various businesses. Rotimi is partnering consultant with the Youth They Serve a Better Life initiative, a youth advocacy and counseling organization. He loves to explore new places, ideas, speak on issues that directly or indirectly affect the economy of people, and meeting new people, thus expanding its network. Alright, so welcome with me with a round of applause. Our next speaker, you're not clapping. Our next speaker is the relatively young man, fresh like today's bread. Please appreciate him for me, please. He's going to be speaking to us on technology. Thank you.
I'm talking about the future of technology in African movement. I hope because you have that. So, technology, we are all familiar with technology. I mean, it's been helping us in Africa so far. Like, our lives have been made easier. Twitter, Facebook. Most of us get our jobs from LinkedIn these days. We don't have to go physically from the internet. It's kind of easy. I can sit in my room, wear my suit and tie, and consult for somebody in Iraq, and then payment platform. Not that way, pay stack, online payments. And then I can easily go to the markets now and just buy paper from the woman at the markets in Ogechi and pay without having cash on. All I need is the account number, get transfer, and we are good. I mean, well, that's not encouraging in Nigeria currently, but we go to countries like Kenya, some other countries in Africa. That's like, at least in Kenya, like 15 million citizens, that's the way they trade. And that's like 30% or 40% of Kenya GDP. That's the way they push the economy. Because if they don't do that, they have low infrastructure for internet. So you can't expect everybody to go on the bank platforms to make transactions. So yeah, the future of technology in Africa. What's technology actually like? Technology is a method or a process, like something to simplify our life. Yeah. And then Africa, a quick look. You know, everybody is interested in Africa, and have you ever wondered why? You know, all of us, like youth trend in Nigeria, and everybody wants to travel out. It's actually a greener pasture outside. Right? In court, you have your audience very well. You make enough money, even sitting down in Nigeria. So, Africa is resource rich. We have 54 countries in Africa, over 1 billion people in total. That's a large market. That's a really huge market. And I'm sure 50% of that population are youth. And the remaining have a bit above youth, and then we have children. The growth has been due to export of commodities, export of expertise, like we have people that solve your problems, and then someone outside requests your services. There's a knowledge drain. I think that's what's happening in Africa. There's always a knowledge gap. Someone discovers something in Nigeria or somewhere in Lesotho, a country or a company in Russia or Iran. We think we can offer you more, and then you get used. And then there's a gap in Africa. So let me move to the point where I'm interested in technology in Africa. How many of us have heard about Angela? Like, I'm seeing just two hands. I've known about Angela since top 3, since like 200 level. I was 2012. It's a community supported by Google, Microsoft, and some other IT companies. Apple. Well, basically what they do is they try to teach people how to code. Because even if you're in medicine, if you're in tech, at some point you're going to leverage on technology. We know about biotech now, like they are trying to use technology to try and cure cancer with the high density of X-rays, high density of gamma rays, and see whether they can actually destroy the cells. So far, some results are exciting, like you are even interested in thinking about it. So that's technology at some point. And all these machines that we use today are actually built on someone's fluency, it's the machine language. So Angela is trying to train up youths, majorly, like, okay, let's teach you how to make use of a computer or your phone in a more better way. And by doing that, we have improved the community. So if you run the 4 years package with Angela, you're expected to employ or train other people, other youths like you. So thereby increasing like the workforce. And then the moment you learn how to use the platform or learn how to code, you're actually trying to solve a solution. Like trying to solve a problem, sorry. Thereby creating a solution. And then if you create a solution, you have it to go, and then you have the money you always dreamt of. There's university, and then there's Africa coding. Why they are trying to come to Africa is, before most of us, even me that finished your computer science, I learned about programming in my 200 level. That was when we did a course, Java. That was when I knew, oh, there's actually a course for programming. What is it used for? That's what is being used to leverage on how my TV works. It's data logics. What happens when I turn off this bulb, it goes off. When I turn it on, it comes off. That's actually data logics. Why my phone can run a 6 gig RAM, and then at the speed of a computer, that's someone's reason, that's technology. Someone thought, why can't we have a better product every 18 months? That's more slow. And then currently, in an average of 3 to 6 months, if you buy a laptop today, check back 3 to 6 months from now, you have a laptop better and at a cheaper price than what you bought 6 months ago. That's technology. But here in Africa, we are not leveraging on it yet. In my field, cybersecurity, most of the companies here will still go abroad to buy solutions at huge prices, I mean $1 million prices. And they will still call these guys down to Africa. You know what, we need you to set it up. We need you to maintain it for us. So all I'm getting as a company in Africa is, I pay you everything and I ask you, oh, I need this application to do this. And then I fly you down to Africa, I pay all your expenses, everything you need. At my expense after buying product from you. And then you go. So there's like, I've paid you 2,000, for example, for a service. Then for me to maintain that service, I need to pay you 1,000 every month. So instead of doing that, companies are coming back to Africa and say, instead of moving out, why not have this money in your continent? Let it flow around. So if you have a startup that does that solution, instead of going out, we will direct the companies in Africa trying to go out. Come to you. You can solve this problem while they support you. So behind the scene, they have the engineers working for you in Africa. And then the money keeps the cycle. Like, oh, it's moving around, but it's just changing hands, but still within the same content. The technology so far, I know all of us use that 373 dash. That's the standard for all you want to charge your life from anything or any other life. That's a back-end coding. It's actually more visual basic. Someone designed that technology. Someone woke up one day and was like, what if I'm in a place there's no internet anymore? And I need to send money to somewhere, or my car broke down, I need to fix something. I need to go back to the city to buy some things. I don't have any cash on me. But when he gets to the city, he can withdraw. Why not just the source code, and then you are good to go. And then if you notice these days, you go to pharmacies and you buy some really off-the-shelf drugs. There's always a code at the back of around the back that will tell you, send this number to this number, so actually confirm if this drug is legit. Or to confirm the expiry date of this drug, is it usable or is it not usable? So now, let me bring it back home. As a king, as a son of daughter in the kingdom, the Bible made us understand that I will show you paths where lions are not treaded, where eagles are not flew. That's where ideas come into play. So now, if you thirst or hunger for more, like you get a plant after the water, like, Lord, there's a purpose where I'm here. There's a purpose where I'm in this particular field at this particular point. I just one idea, just like this guy said, go bounce, one its own. Just one idea that will blow up and then I'll be able to touch lives. That's what Facebook did. They needed a social media for the college, just for the college. And then Facebook is everywhere now. Everybody's building a social media platform that looks like Facebook. Now, while you're building your ideas, or you have an idea that you're building on, learn from the mistake WhatsApp guy did when he sold WhatsApp to Facebook. WhatsApp was due to be a non-profitable enterprise, just to connect people and just share ideas. When you come back online, you get your message. Now, one of the WhatsApp guys had to resign, terminate the contract with Facebook. Like, this is not the core value that we keyed into this business. We don't need WhatsApp to make money from people. And now, in less than a few months or by January, you will have started seeing adverts on your WhatsApp status. Compulsory adverts. So now, what Facebook does is everything they touch, it has to bring money. So if you have a solution that you are like, oh, it's just to help lives. I don't need finances. I don't need money from anybody. I just feel people should be more comfortable. And then you see somebody wanting to buy your idea for like, oh, 100 billion. And you're like, I've made more money now. What's left? You sell it out. And then they are telling you, you still have to be core of this department now because it's your idea. And then some core values you built into your business have been changed because you got the money. So bringing it back home, future for technology in Africa is pretty simple. It's really, pretty simple. For me, I advise people, be it in computer science, be it in anatomy, learn how to use a laptop. Like, not just, some people cannot put up their project report right now. I know people that have gone far and wide just on seminar report presentation. If they sit down with PowerPoint for you, you'll be like, wow, Microsoft PowerPoint can do this. I never knew Microsoft PowerPoint can do video animations. Not to Photoshop or Illustrator there, but if you see an expert with PowerPoint, it will take you a lot of criticism to actually see between the lines that this is not an illustrator-edited video. This is from PowerPoint. I know people that use just Photoshop, and when you come up with designs, not correct draw, not any other, when you come up with designs, you be like, wow. And I know people that charge from just a flyer on Photoshop, charge average $40. For just a project design, charge average $100. That's technology, that's leveraging on technology. And the way Africa is moving towards, the policies are not supporting the youth. Policies are not supporting the business to move in. That's why we say a lot of foreign investors going out. And then a few businesses coming up, it's actually a way to survive. And if you are trying to leverage on technology, try to build up on startup businesses. I think some of us have heard about Rwanda here. You know what Rwanda here like? Do you know for the past 3 or the number of years it's been created, Rwanda here has not made a $1 profit. They've not made a $1 profit. I was reading the article on LinkedIn and some other social media outlets. They've not made a $1 profit. But yet, they are still in business. Because at some point, it's going to be up. But for now, no matter the amount of Rwanda here you see flying around, they've not made one. It's just like You put 1,000 in, you get 1,000 out. The moment you are done paying your staff, the account is just like equals out. But to us outside, oh, Rwanda has like 100 jets flying for them. It seems like the business is booming. And someone in Nigeria said, oh, let's put up Nigerian Airways. And a few months down the line, I'm sorry, Nigeria Airways, then someone like TSTV came up. I mean, let's make life better. TSTV is expensive. And then he went ahead and put up free-to-air stations on a paid service. You see where research comes into play. You want to make people's life better, have you? Now you went to put free-to-air stations and you're asking people to pay for it. These are stations that with 1 gig data I can access and stream. And you're asking me to pay 20,000 or 5,000. Now those stations came at them like, okay, you didn't even seek our permission. We're not saying you should not put it, but don't charge people for it. It could be like a free stations to your added package, but don't charge. That's where they've been sorting out things. And they keep telling us, oh, we are coming back. You'll see us so like in no time we'll be back. And I'm sure by next year we'll not hear anything about TSTV. We'll see like a dream that never came true. And that's the thing that happens with any technology trend in Africa. We just wake up one day and we feel decision. Oh, I think Twitter will work in Nigeria. And then he set out. No research was done, no business model was done, no business strategy was put together. You didn't read up about past businesses that failed. You didn't read up about what happened while they failed. Do you know that not until this Econet guy was here released that propaganda of how much he has spent and how much he still needed to spend to sustain the service? He just felt, you know what, let me just sell this franchise and then over it. Because he was looking at it like, if I have to pay so much to have the service running, there's no way I will make people's life better. My services will be high, my tariffs will be crazy for me to make back my money before I start talking of profit. Now, most people that start a business in Nigeria don't know that. We think to run a startup and employ people is so easy. Not until you think of having to buy diesel, having to think of ways to make your business up and running. And then your staff will not want to hear there's no money. 25th or 30th of the month, okay? How far now? At least we need to sustain for the next month. So, if you're thinking of solutions that can help lives or make life better, there's this M-Pesa in Kenya that works pretty fine. You go to their market, they even encourage you. The trader will be telling you, market will be telling you, this is the only platform I can. Like they'll be the one evangelizing the products to you, not you, the so-called learned, telling them about the technology. That's how grassroots has grown. But here in Nigeria, online shopping itself is a case. I can't order on Jumia and expect me to pay before delivery. And then I'll see the product and I'm like, this is what I ordered, this is what I'm seeing. And then people get discouraged. Now everybody prefers to go on Jumia and do window shopping. Have an idea of the price of the product I'm going to buy. Then walk to a store and buy from the store. Now that boils down to our core value. Blacks are not known for integrity. Did you know, right? As a black guy, I'm a Yoruba guy. I can't trade with another Yoruba guy without thinking of ways to outsmart the guy. I don't know if you feel like this, but if I go to the market to buy something of 10 naira and I bargain for 6 naira, I still feel like I'm being cheated. Like, because the moment you just say, how much? 10 naira. And the woman was like, she, for me, my Yoruba, she'll buy 6 naira. And the woman was like, drink it. I should have gone for 4 naira. You get, like, you can't do that on a social, on an online platform. If they tell you the good is 5,000, you pay 5,000. Even when you have to return the good, most of the time they don't return your money. They will tell you to wait for so. There's a terms and conditions you agree to, and then you go ahead. And then when you're trying to leverage your technology to do your stuff, I'll come down to social media. A lot of online platforms are available now. I know friends that sell products on Instagram, like on Twitter. They will just tell you, DM me, we deliver anywhere. I sew for people, like I sell stuff for people. Nigeria made shoes. Sorry to disturb you. Everything I'm wearing is Nigeria. I do Nigeria things. I stopped doing foreign products a long time ago. So I sew for people, even off the shelf, by any market. So I deliver anywhere in Nigeria. And I have friends that deliver outside Nigeria. But it boils down to your core value, your integrity. The people trust you to deliver. The people you work with are actually the ones that make your business suffer. If you have a tailor that sews for you and he doesn't keep to deadline, no matter how good your own personal cause or beliefs are or character, is going to jeopardize that. So just like you said about character, you have a good character, but the people you work with or that do business with you, they are making your image not the same image you have fixed. So people will be like, business will go try, you do a good job, it does a good job, but we are till December or next year, you get your products. People are losing faith in your business. So when you see people online and say, there are plenty of Twitter, they will tell you this good is 2,000. The moment you DM them, you will hear the list of my goods is 15,000. And you'll be like, why do you have to slash the price divided by 7 to get me to ask for the details? And then when they deliver the goods to you, my dear, going to Yaba to buy is better or that's, you are trying to leverage on something to make life better for the two of us. I don't have to travel to Abuja to buy from you. All I need is internet and a good device, and I'm good. But then when you deliver your services, does it make any sense? And that's the problem with banks too. Like yesterday I was in UI. I discovered that this ATM they asked 4 points. The other one they asked 2 or 3 points. And only one was working in each. They are not even powered by internet. The technology is inbuilt. You place the structure there just to make it work. So now let's say there's an emergency at Jaja and I need to withdraw. I have to queue behind 50 people to withdraw. And now look at the solution that there's an online platform, there's an offline platform that Jaja runs. There's something called Mcash. It's a sticker at the back of your phone connected. You recharge it monthly, the amount you want. You can just scan it on their POS or any device, and you put for that service, and you pay. But if you tell that they are to invest in that infrastructure, they will tell you how many people are aware of this infrastructure. But at the end of the day, it makes me, the patient, my life more easier because I don't need anybody to follow me to the clinic. I have everything on my phone. Scan, what's my bill? Oh, yeah, maybe I don't get. Everything is sorted out. Nobody needs to rush down from Odro or to bed to come and pay, or someone that has to leave a servicing ATM point here to go to maybe Bodija to withdraw. There are days you get to First Bank. First Bank is the most annoying, I'm sorry. Over 12 ATM points, and you have to go to FCMB that has just 2 or 3. And you see, there's no queue there for a while because they will charge me 65 naira if I go to FCMB. I'd rather queue behind, let's say, 100 people to withdraw. So even when they say technology is being utilized in Africa, trust me, we are not using up to 5% of it. And the funny thing is, if you invest a lot in technology, like our government, you see different news that come up and tell you they spent 1 billion in technology. They've tried to see how they can improve the system, but it's not working. So as a young youth, I would just say, try and learn something about IT. I know people that, from my phone, I can present on the projector from my phone. Most people that use smartphones don't know that. Most of us don't read the manual of the technologies we purchase. We just buy, and then 2 months, the phone is bad. You go and buy another one. We have a wasteful nature in Africa. Sorry, I'm in Nigeria. We have a wasteful nature. We don't know how to recycle stuff. If one is bad, you drop it, pick another one. There's money now. So I think leveraging on technology will help us as a youth. You can collaborate with a lot of people. I work with like 4 different people in different countries, and all we do is on WhatsApp or Telegram. You upload your work, you send the link to them, they upload theirs, you compare, the project is done. You are fine. I don't need to travel, I don't need to go for visa processing, I don't need to worry about I'm being denied visa before I get my project delivered. It's over internet. And then there's one last thing that Facebook is trying to do. That's my last one. Internet for everyone. Internet is expensive in Africa. Very expensive. You see 1 gig for 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira. Even the young upcoming startups are trying to make data available for all of us. The stress the senior guys and big boys in the industry puts on them makes their business fail. Yeah, because you can't expect anything that is giving you 1.5 for 1 gig or 2 gig. Have a competitor that is selling 3 gig for you at 600 naira. That business cannot try. It's not possible. So leveraging on that platform, you don't need to code, you don't need to know a lot about, oh, I'm a computer engineer, oh, I can fix computer. It's good. But can you leverage on the solutions so far? Someone has thought of Word, Office. How can you use Office? People go on Fiverr, on other online job platforms to do work. I have friends that just do literature review. You submit your project work, they correct your English, they do a lot of things, and they get paid in crazy dollar amounts. And then you're like, it's not just to read chapter 1 and 2 and say this is worse or worse is this. That's leveraging on technology. Now, how far we can go, how much we can learn online actually goes a long way. And trust me, 95% of the things you need to work or to make money is free online. The only thing is, do you know what to search for? So, thank you very much.
That was profound, right? And when you observe the way he speaks, you can decode that he already made a lot of money. Yeah? Am I right? Alright, but that was so profound, thank you. A lot of us need to have a orientation about what we do on social media. A lot of opportunities embedded, in it. Most of what we just do is just to buy data and then you want to chat. You look for friends on Facebook and you can, hello, how are you? How are you doing? I love the talking of praise God. Alright, so that was profound presentation. If you have a question as far as technology is concerned, please don't take note of it, take it after this one. Right about now, okay, someone asked a question the other time about soaking in information, and it's like the garbage you are taking a long time ago, interfering with the new things you are learning. So if someone wants to add his opinion to that, so you can see me, I'll direct it to that person when you do that. So right about now we're going to the next speaker, and he's going to be speaking to us about sex. How many of you are excited about that? Hey, see what you are doing now, like you've not heard about it before. So if I even so spiritual, and yet it was sex. And it's been researched, whether you're spiritual or not, an average man or a guy thinks about sex about 34 times a day, and the thought just cross, come in and go out, come and go out. It doesn't actually mean it dwells on it, but at least the thought will come about 34 times a day, and for ladies, about 18 times a day. And for a world that is crazy about sex, and everywhere is so sex saturated, even for them to advertise toothpick, you see a lady that is they're advertising toothpick, like recently I saw a billboard, they are advertising land sales, a real estate company, and And I saw a lady there, and I'm wondering, what does a lady have to do with land sales? You know? What do you say? It's all right. So we're going to be having a sex talk now. I will have an amazing young man in the house. We're going to do justice to that. His name is Femi-Adedoyin. He's a certified family life coach, addiction recovery therapist, sexuality educator, and developmental psychologist. He's a dynamic and prolific teacher, humorist, strategist, maverick, blend of things. Wow, that's so sweet. He's a certified master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, NPL, and trainer of neurocognitive consonants. His forte lies in family system, peak performances, result technologies, effective parenting, very good CV. You need to get it. All right. Peak performances, result technologies, effective parenting, quantum linguistic, child developmental psychology, sexuality and gender education, sex and addiction recovery therapy, advanced neurological patterning, emotion mastery, result technologies, and recognition and lifestyle. All right, with several certificates, Matthew is an unrepentant learner, willing with all of this, is an unrepentant learner, willing to share from his wealth of knowledge. He likes to call himself a learner who teaches. Apostle, as his family called, is the principal consultant at Research Mind Company, a family life coaching, therapy, and sex addiction recovery organization. And the vision is to bring individual families and organizations to a place of newness. His articles have been featured on many local and international magazines, newsletter, newspaper, bulletin, and online media platforms. All right. Okay. As one who gives priority to family, he likes to be identified first as husband and father before his professional portfolio. Matthew is happily married to Fidelia. As you can see, an handsome young man here, a proud father of Purity Isio, and they live in Lagos and Delta States, Nigeria. So please welcome with me with a round of applause our speaker for today. Thank you so much, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. I didn't know where you got that from. And I'm actually nervous, so that I will not disappoint you if I do not meet up to the expectation the CV has created. I'll be speaking on sex. But before I do that, I have my product here. I have CDs, sex phones, and 21st century family. I did this with my wife. The sex phone goes for 2,000 naira. This goes for 1,000. But because I'm in a school environment, I have crashed the price down to 500 naira each. And if you don't want CD, you can collect it in your electronic devices, utilizing technology. Or say 500 naira. I've tried, right? Many times when we talk about sex, we just feel that the topic of sex. Let me give that to somebody. Pick one and give somebody one. Tell me. So when we talk about sex, we often just jump into the topic of sex, and then for that to be one of the things that we realize over the years that teacher is that many times when we see people in jail, it's caused by two things. It's either they don't know who they are or they've forgotten who they are. It's either it's a misplaced identity or they don't discover
themselves. That's why you see many people here. And because I'm allowed to use the Bible. Okay, and Paul, when he was writing to the Corinthian church, they were born again. And then despite their born again, they were doing sex, having sex in the church. So that born again doesn't mean he doesn't have hormones. That she's born again doesn't mean she doesn't have hormones. So Corinthian church, Paul wrote to the Corinthian church and he was telling them, see, he had to remind them, don't you know that you are the what? Temple of God. So Paul needs to remind them who they are to help them understand what they are doing. That because you are the temple of God, you should not defy that temple. That means what does not glorify God should not stay in your body. Are we together? Yeah. So repeat after me, I'm the temple of God. The king lives inside of me. And because the king lives inside of me, I go with him everywhere I go. God is here because I'm here. I live, God lives with me. So because a lot of people don't know who they are, they go about misbehaving or they've forgotten who they are. So Paul needs to remind the Corinthian church about who they were, that you are the temple of God and you should not defile this temple. So the Corinthian church, they have forgotten who they were. Paul had to remind them. So many times, people that misbehave or people that go into sexual immorality and all of that, it is because they have misplaced identity or they've not discovered themselves. Praise God. You don't mind me sounding like a pastor. I'm just being influenced by the environment. I'm just being influenced by the environment. So, sex on the path of destiny is a serious matter. No matter who you are attracted to the opposite sex. No matter who you are, something inside of you just touches the opposite sex. That's why you see that spiritual brother, you see a person and is confused. You see that spiritual sister, we try our best and spend enough time looking at the mirror, majorly, maybe for ourselves, and sometimes maybe like, somebody is speaking of good. For yourself first, and many people for themselves, and another set of people for guys that you cannot find. Most of the people cannot take care of that before. It's terrible. It's that terrible that if I do that before, then we will see my finger will be like Coca-Cola body. I don't know that. So, no matter who you are, something inside of you just to the opposite. I'm not saying the time, and if I don't say the time, I don't know. Attracted to the opposite sex. There was this young man I've never seen any other gender in his life. Himself and the father lived on top of a mountain. So one day, the father, as his test friend, the father told him, son, let me take you down the hill and take a walk. And after all the activities of the day, you tell me what you want to get for you as a birthday gift. And so the father was showing things. So you ask the father, what is this? The father would say, this is mango, this is orange, these are lions, these are... The father was just showing him things, and suddenly a beautiful young girl asked by the wife, and the guy said, Dad, what is this? The father said, don't worry, let's just go. He said, Dad, I want to know the name. He said, Father, it's a girl. If the father said, son, it's a girl. Then they read, after showing his son everything, the father said, son, so what do you want as a birthday? He said, I want a girl. So that's to show that, despite not seeing the girl before, they understand that something draws into the opposite. Nobody told Adam that Eve is a woman. When Adam saw grace and bone, he was confused, she shall become woman because she's the bone of my bone. It was not God that gave him the name. The shape gave him inspiration. So it is very what? It is very natural to be attracted to the opposite. But what you do with it matters a lot. So many times I will tell, especially singles, that don't do sex, don't do sex. It's not because sex is not good. Sex is a beautiful thing. It's very sweet. I like doing sex, especially with my wife. It's a beautiful thing, and it's so it's so beautiful and it's good because God made it. So sex is not the ideology of Satan. Sex is made by God and made so beautiful for you to enjoy. Sex is a covenant exchange between two people in a heterosexual marriage. I have to use a heterosexual because these days you see two people in homosexual marriage. So it's between two people in a heterosexual marriage for the purpose of unity, cooperation, pleasure, and expression of marital love. So sex is not for just to born people. It's not just a real. Sex is pleasurable, it's sweet. So God made it that way. But we tell young people, especially those that are not married, don't do sex. Not because sex is bad, it's because as a pregnant woman, when is pregnant, there are some things we ask the woman to take, some drugs we ask the woman to take. Not because those drugs are bad or those foods are terrible, but because they will cause damage to what she's carrying and will drop us. So the same way that those drugs will cause damage to the baby in the womb, we ask single people not to do sex because you are pregnant with ideas, pregnant with vision, pregnant with information. Sex is one of the quickest ways to distract you from achieving the dream. Are we together? So there's this two guys, let's call them Joe and Sam. Joe has a vision to run to impact his generation. So he began to use his gift. He used his gift everywhere, and because he's so talented, there's a tendency that talented people, even if they are not handsome or beautiful, they attract people to themselves. That's why you see a drummer in church called the Russian. You see a drummer in church, and you see that singer that sings beautifully. Every guy wants to be a friend, and he tells her how beautiful she is, how beautiful her voice is, and then she spoke all of that thing and enjoyed the attention. And then like Joe, so Joe has vision and so talented. Then one day at his workplace, the boss wife got attracted to Joe and told Joe that, boss, that me and you, let's collabo. I don't know, I don't know that. Joe said, Madam, that I don't want to do this. I have a vision and I have a dream, and we're not part of it. And sometimes we need to confront the distractions in our life that I have a dream, and through this distraction, you were not in that dream. So Joe told the wife of the boss, I have a dream, and you're not part of the dream. And then she tried all kinds of things, and one day, the boss sent Joe to the house, and the man saw that as an opportunity. Like I said in the bed, asked you to come inside the bedroom. Joe had been to the bedroom every before to take things. And Joe went to the bedroom and saw a naked woman. Some guys are sleeping in the start kabashing. Unfortunately, when kabashing ended up in bed. So Joe saw that instead of going to the kabashing and sleeping down, he went up to the leg and he flee. But Joe called and said, no, there's a devil inside the room. He said, where is the devil? He's naked. And Joe ran away. And at the end of the day, the man accused Joe of breaking and Joe was, without evidence, to the lawless section of Nigeria. Joe was in prison. After he had spent some time in prison, Joe was released and discharged, and Joe contested for the political office and became the prime minister of his nation. That's Joe. Who's Joe in your left hand side? Say Joe. So let's talk about Sam. You must have been familiar with the story, right? If you're a Bible scholar, you don't talk about the Bible. So Sam, handsome guy, beautiful, have a vision. He's an activist. Fight for human rights. Because the lady that was about to come to Sam for cancer, for example, Sam to stop at counseling, use that opportunity to create something. And Sam became the tutor for women, and every girl in the community. They call it human rights, or you became a human rights activist. And Sam enjoys all of that. But unfortunately for Sam, the more he does that, the more he's being distracted from achieving what he wants to achieve, and he was not being truthful with himself anymore. He has a problem. Unfortunately, Sam intended to also be known as the deliverer of his nation, but he couldn't achieve that because of his several escapades and all of that. Joe ran away because of distraction and got to his dream. Sam could not hold his sexual urge and he ended up not achieving his dream. It's not because the women Sam was sleeping with were evil, it's because at Sam's level, sex is a distraction that will not allow you to get to your what? Destination. So that's why the Bible said you should keep yourself. You are the temple of God. See, when you know who you are, when you know that you are the temple of God and God lives in you, anything that will not glorify God, you will not keep it in your body. Years ago, our organization called me and said, Martin, we like what you mean, come and teach our parents and all of that. But we realized that you teach just abstinence and want to babies abstain, be careful then, condom. I told them I cannot preach condom. That they say why? They say I don't give you money that if I want to grow in this business, I have to talk about condom because I told them if I start to condom and collect money, maybe it's against my value. Talk about value, right? When you have value, complete your character. And I told them this is my value, this is what I stand for. And over the years, beyond just what young morals and Christianity have been able to do research on the psychological part of sex, the medical part of sex, and all of that. And it takes us to human brain and how it affects us. So sex doesn't just start in your bedroom. It starts from that chat you have on WhatsApp. You know, when you guys begin to talk about your bum, it's so terrible that we see Christians began to use the Shunammite woman in the name of wanting to sound spiritual. Say you have the shape of the Shunammite woman, your front side and your back side and all of that. And you, the naive Christian lady, you are smiling because they call you Shunammite woman. Unfortunately, that guy is calling Shunammite woman as you're responding. Somewhere in his mind that he's already masturbating with your picture in his head. So, sex does not start from the bedroom, it starts from your child, it starts from flirting, from those things that he says to you or she says to you and you just laugh about. I remember years ago, that was in 2012, there's this particular, just chat with me, anytime I post my broadcast on sexual abuse, she chat with me and just encourage me, and then in the bit of encouragement, she was putting one or two words that is subjective. I didn't really mean it to because I thought she's as seen as I am. So one day I have a speaking engagement somewhere close to where she claims to live, and I reached out to her and said, I'll be speaking as a speaking if you are willing, because we finished. And she pleaded that, can I just know her house? Innocently. Innocently. I visited the house, I saw the house. I mean, I just finished talking about sexual purity. You expect that somebody that has listened to you speaking about sexual purity should understand that this is what you stand for. So she went to the bedroom, she came outside naked. I think that was and because I have told myself that some of the principles I have given myself that there's some I have decided what I would do before things happen. So one of the things I've decided that if I see a naked area, whether it was intentional or not, the person I give to myself is wrong, not think about anything. So I attempted going and the door was already shut without key there. I didn't know what happened, so I was begging. When I knelt down and I was pleading with her, please don't do this to me. She threatened that she was going to shout at me. I was like, we're just coming from church. As a matter of fact, there were sometimes she would send me sexual purity as she's a prime mistress in church. She was a prime mistress. Sexual purity as a program, all of that sent to me. And so sometimes it's not about what people say to you, it's about living what they teach and all of that. So how I escaped was a miracle. I just had a knock on the door. She ran, dropped the key, I opened the door. I didn't see who knocked, but she did not meet me. Though years after, this is like 6 years after, she has tried to apologize and But I just want to, even if I do have opinion, I just want to distance myself. I don't want to put myself in a situation where now that then that I wasn't even known. Now that you're not known, somebody will not come and say, 2012, Matthew, bloggers can carry nonsense. The sexual purity teacher was caught red-handed. I know that guy. Why? That's why we are many women are around him. So when we tell young people to watch, to be careful, it's not because you don't want you to enjoy the beauty of sex, it's because you carry ideas, you carry vision, and it is easier for it to terminate your life. There's an interesting guy in Proverbs chapter 7, a very funny guy. The Bible says he was walking in the street of the prostitute. I mean, there could be several people walking in the street of the prostitute. But for the prostitute to have specifically recognized him, maybe he was close to the window. And then the prostitute had set his bed, a bed where and all of that. And then this guy was walking confident in the street of the prostitute. Many times, our overconfidence is foolishness. We are too confident that nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Our overconfidence is foolishness. If Solomon, the wisest man in the Bible, if David, the man after God's heart, if Samson, the strongest man in the Bible, could not, in their strongness, wiseness, and the aptness that they have called out for David, could not overcome sexual immorality. Who are you? You are not the strongest, you are not the wisest, you are not, God has not specifically told you after that. Are we together? So this guy was walking in the street of the prostitute, and the prostitute said something. Said, "I saw a man that does not have sex." That's the basic translation. I saw a man that does not what have sex. That means your overconfidence sometimes is what foolishness. You saw death and you say, "I want to walk." Because when I walk in the valley of shadow of death, for that. Sometimes, that's why the Bible does not say resist sexual temptation. You say resist the devil, you will flee. But when it comes to sexual temptation, you say flee. You don't have to resist, you don't have to speak in tongues. Sexual, your hormone does not do speaking in tongues. Are we together? It doesn't even understand what? Speaking in tongues. You just have to flee, you just have to tell yourself. And you have to plead values for yourself. Many times you could be born again or she could be born again and they do not have the same value like you. You just have to tell yourself, I need what? To escape. And sexual purity requires sincerity, requires wisdom, understanding, and not just sincerity. You can be sincere and be sincerely raped. You can be sincere and sincerely go to jail. You can be sincere. But when you have wisdom, when you have understanding, when you are wise, you are able to escape from sexual immorality. And the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 5, I think, it was talking about premarital sex will turn you to a loaf of bread, and extramarital affair will eat you alive. Premarital sex will turn you to a loaf of bread, and extramarital sex will eat you alive. The time is up. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, that was profound, right? How many of you enjoyed his speech? You know, I don't know if you now. Okay, give him a round of applause. That was profound about sex and sexuality. Any question? Do you have any question before we take history on technology and sexual purity? Any question? Don't be shy. You can write it on a piece of paper. You know what to do? You're asking questions about sex. You can put it on a piece of paper. We can do that please very fast before we move on to the next thing. And if you are bold enough, you want to ask Any hands up? I know you have questions in your heart. Ask now. Okay, I'm begging, please now. Huh? Okay, if you're writing, can I see your hands up? Okay, you signify so that we know you have a question you want to ask. If there's none, we'll move to please admit. All right, any question, please? There's no question? Wow, that was powerful, sir. From Femi-Adedoyin. That shows that a question, right? We've been waiting for you now. I was going to say that was the first time that we heard someone speak about sex or love, and there's no question.
My question is very intentional, actually. We've been hearing teachings about, okay, when you're talking about clean all appearances of differently. We've been hearing teachings whereby they tell us don't even go to the person's house, as in you have no reason staying behind closed doors with the opposite sex. Now I want to ask, in a situation whereby you courting, okay, that's the first point. In the Christian cycle, there's not like dating, that's like so when you're courting and you have to visit your parents or fiancé at home, and you happen to travel from a distance, and somehow in that environment, it's not like you really know people. Even maybe your parents or fiancé just settled in, so it's not like you really know so much people. Don't mind me not being trickish. Now, how does the person survive that kind of situation? Let's even assume as okay, there's maybe an agreement like okay, maybe by tomorrow I'll take you somewhere you can actually stay, but at least for today you are just coming this night, stay over. There are two different homes. Mind you, there are two different homes. So how exactly should such a person handle it? Thank you. No. What I'm saying is, I've always heard the teaching of don't even stay behind closed doors with the opposite sex. Now, this is someone you're going to get married to. Let's even say next week. Let me make it very, very close. Very, very close. Now, the person has to stay over in that same, at least in the same building. There are two different homes. But when emotion starts, there's no distance. It is of that's what spirit contains. Spiritual emotion. Right. So how does the person handle such if he or she has to stay over?
First, I would say that when it comes to relationship, the moment a man and a woman get into intimate relationship, there's definitely that you want to bring some boundaries. The guy that cannot wear any boxers in your presence before because of the relationship, you will not mind wearing boxers sometimes. The lady that you have this tie wrapper in your presence, when you start dating her, she will not want that. You want to break some literally you just naturally want to break and emotions fly. So in a situation where and I don't believe in no sitting close door. What will happen? I don't believe in that. What will happen? You have to be close, or you can be in public and do sex.
You have to. It doesn't have to be in the night. You can do sex in the afternoon, eat in the morning. And it can happen anytime. Okay. So all those things closed door, making public place. Some people will deliberately choose a public place that is very dark, and they will do sex in that public place, and they will just accept for some they will still raise holy hands in church. Those closed doors philosophy, they are just mechanical solution. I tell people when solution is mechanical, it's just 20% of the problem solved. When you say don't go to his house, we should not go to the house. One day you come to our own house. One day they meet on the street. In fact, it could be at the back of the church. It could be anywhere. So, but the most important thing is that both of you must be on the same page. So, when I want to get married, I used to get married. I had an excess at the age of 12. My school mother, she was 18. And it was a peaceful thing. So I became an addict at 15. There was a vacuum in my heart. I started smoking, joined by at the age of 18. I had a dream of becoming a father. I never wanted to go to university. The reason I went to university was because I wanted to join a guy club. That was the reason I went to university. I didn't join. So back to the question. So after all of those addictions, I was able to recover. So I was dating my wife. So I told her, I used to get married. I am free right now. But the moment we do the disciplines of sex, we do sex. You know the disciplines of sex? Disciplines. I think the moment we do the disciplines of sex, we do sex. Because there's everything easy for relapse. So I told her, if we are not doing sex, we are not going all the way at all. So we dated for 1 year and 4 months. I didn't kiss, I didn't know the color of my brush, I didn't know my boxers. They don't even know whether I have syphilis. And so she used to live in Asaba, I live in Lagos. She would visit me. I live in a room of Palo Table. I would leave the house, I'll go and sleep in my family house. So in the morning I'll come back. So when my body is singing music, there were days that we were together. I told her that she excused me, and I went away for like 3 hours. My body was singing touch. And I had to, because we were intentional, there were days that she was the one that was feeling dish. Our dog was saying, because we were on the same page, our values are aligned, our beliefs are aligned, our purpose is aligned, we know how to set boundaries. So if you are in a relationship, you are talking with somebody that you are people wanted, but the guy doesn't care. If you have a duplex, he will leave a second room and come and meet you in the 5th room. Because there is no alignment, you are not intentional about your decision. So whether it is in the night, whether it is in the afternoon. So if you don't have anybody in that community, look for somewhere. If you don't have anybody, he has somebody. He can leave the house for you. He can go and be staying with people. My wife was not, didn't have anybody in Lagos. I left my house while I was sleeping in my family house. I was going coming to that place to see her. We'll talk, we'll laugh, we'll play, we'll catch fun. I have jobs to do, I have offices to do. When you are struggling, that's when you start thinking there's nothing. When you are busy, when you are very busy, you not. Okay, I left now. You know Lagos now, Lagos traffic that can cut your life expectancy by 50%. So when I'm thinking of going to work, coming back from work, and I'm not thinking of wanting to have to go. There were days that she was in Lagos, I did not see her, not because I didn't want to see her. I knew that if I go and see her, I will not leave until 11 p.m. And she might not be saying, the time has gone. You may just leave. I don't know what time has gone. When you go and sleep where I want to sleep, and come back and meet you. I'll be together. So you must be intentional. You must be deliberate about what you want to do. You must be on the same page. If one person is saying no sex, and the other person is indifferent, despite the fact that he or she is a Christian, then you are not on the same page. There's every possibility that it will happen. But when you are on the same page, when one person is weak, the other is strong. When one person is strong, the other will support. If you both are going to support yourself. Do you understand? So in cutting, you know that emotions will rush freely. You must be intentional, have the same belief system, the same value, the same purpose. You must align in everything. If there is no alignment, my sister, you will do it.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, any other person? just remembered the question now. Yes, let me give an opportunity to someone to ask that burning question inside your heart. You want to ask now. Yes. Going. All right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question. You want to come out or pass the mic?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. It's burning. Okay. In C. Farah's book, Finishing Strong, he said something about even people who are closer to you might end up. Okay, how does it put it? It's like people, let me paraphrase this. People you've been close to, you know in and out of the person, might end up being the one you make list for the person, like Christian and all sorts. Now you make reference to drummers, like I play drums, instrumentalist. People in church will even come, shake their foot and also they like you, they like everything. Now people who tend to have females around them, when you draw the line of saying, come, don't come into my space, let me have my own space. When people, okay, if you are counting your friends 1 to 10, and probably virtually everyone you have females around you. So when you draw the line saying, come, this is my space, even when you don't want to break the friendship at that point.
Thank you for the question. I would say that I used to be a sheep. I used to have plenty female friends, plenty. But I have voice of caution. Let me come to the front. I don't like me, I'm even at the back. I have voices that I listen to, that I am accountable to. So you as a drummer, first thing you need to know is that there are some self-solution with yourself. People will always come into your life. Some with intention, some they have their own intention. You know what I mean? So when they come like that, you have to set boundaries. There is nothing wrong with you setting boundaries for yourself. And when you are principled, everybody knows. For example, everybody in my family, even the unborn child, knows I don't buy a shady. I mean the unborn, they don't bring it to me. When they are talking about it, they know when I want to get married, nobody suggested it. Because they know this one will not allow us. So when you have principles that you have set for yourself, when somebody, no matter how close the person is to yourself, to you, let the person know you are passing the boundary. When the person is passing the boundary, it's not about it, because your life is, you are talking about yourself. At the end of the day, when you fall, it is you that will be dealing with it. And when you fall, they will really say, you're man, they will not say they are the one pushing you. If anybody pushes you, you are the one that allows it. Nobody has the permission to come into your life except you allow it. So set boundaries and have voices, accountability partners that you say, when I was playing drum, like when it's someone like me, I'm attracted to big dancer. When I see big dancing, my head did not squeeze. So I'm very careful when I see people dancing. So I just try to work out. But most times, during praise and worship, I walk out of the church. Not because I want to work out, because they have brought joy to the church and they are confused that it's easy. So I just deliberately go and sit outside till they are done, because I know the real point. So when you know that you are going and you can talk to a brother, because let that be for dancing. Among
relationship, you have sex, and both of them, or both of you got married, and you also gave birth. So it was not. It was an issue.
We are not sex. Now get married. Now eventually. Now we are born. What is the consequences? The thing is this. What we tell people don't do sex, it's not because if you do it, you will die, or God will kill you, or something bad will happen to you, and all of that. Most times, you just want to be on a clean slate. You just want to be on a clean slate. That I live my life. Because if you know who you are, if you have found yourself, if you don't have a misplaced identity, you can confidently say, I live my life in a way that young people can look up to me. So the biggest investment you can make is making your life and a peaceful for people.
making your life a place that people will come to and they'll be drawn to God. So how do you feel when you want to share your thoughts? Maybe after sex, you became born again, you are now a pastor, and you are not sharing your story. They say come and teach on virginity or sexual purity to the girls in church. You might be saying that, though me, I was not a virgin before I got married, I got pregnant out of wedlock. It's your past, which you are free to share. But there's something that when you're on a clean state, you can convince a young girl. You get to say, how you yourself in their own days, not to the first century where everything is says. How do you expect? These days, everything sex, generator, sex. So if in Mama's time that there was no pressure as this, you cannot accept. How do you expect me to do myself? But if you're in a clean state, you can confidently teach people and say this is it. This is how we have stayed. Despite all the pressure, I was able to stay clean. So if anybody is telling you that God will kill you or you go to empire, says out of wedlock, it's not true. When God is so merciful that He who is in Christ is a new creature, all things are passed away. I tell people, whenever you have done sex, as long as you are determined to change and stay pure till you are married, you are pure again. You can give it. When I became sane again, one day in church, I was the first person that came out. I was the first person that, because I know that I have renewed my mindset and I am changed again, I am new. So why we say don't do sex, it's not because there's transaction in sex. There's sex is transaction and you give something to take something. If your partner has gonorrhea and you have syphilis, if you sleep together, you give your partner gonorrhea, you take syphilis, it's transaction. Beyond the STDs, there are other things that you don't see that you are transacting. You deposit a part of you in whoever you are sleeping with. If you have slept with 3 ladies, unfortunately, 3 ladies have slept with the number of people you have slept with. So some people, they are in this room, they have 5 husbands and they are not married because their partners have slept with several people, and it affects your destinies. That's why you see after some time your father and mother begins to look alike because they are depositing something inside of each other. So when you say we should do it now, I don't want picking. Make your life fine. It was unfortunate that it happened, but begin to see that's not an excuse to now begin to justify premarital sex. You should begin to make your life that I want to draw people into my life. If you know who you are, I am the temple of God. What does not glorify God cannot be found in my body. I cannot be found doing what does not glorify God. Does premarital sex glorify God? If it does not, I cannot be found doing it. It's about pleasing your maker. It's about pleasing who made you. It's not about just yourself. Then it's also about yourself. Every instruction God has given is that if your premarital sex does not affect God in any way, it's who if you get the letter you will carry on. If you have to leave school because you got pregnant, you are going to leave school, it's not God. If you have to do abortion, it is the woman that will do abortion, not the man. If somebody is going to die from complication from abortion, it is the woman that is going to die from complication from abortion. All of this, the guys, so many things affect you, your destiny, your growth will be stunted. I knew what addiction did to my growth. I used to be a brilliant student of the Ayoola Unilag. Because of addiction, I was now beginning to think about women. I would be in class, writing the exam, a woman would just flash in my head. Distraction. Because of all of that. So when you are married and you have baby, it's a beautiful thing that you have baby. Your child should not suffer for your stupidity per se. Or you must make your life glorify God. It's about you using your life to glorify God, and people seeing your life and want to come to Christ. People seeing your life and saying, because of this person, is on a place made, I want to glorify God. Praise God.
Alright, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Alright, we can now move on. Can we? Are you sure? Alright, so let's move to the next speaker. They'll be speaking to us on politics. Politics and what is your role as a youth as far as politics is concerned. His name is Adeyemi. I'll quickly read his citation. Adeyemi carries God's breath. A young man with godly wisdom and proven character, and emerging leader of young people. He graduated from the University of Ibadan He enjoys reading, living, and speaking about God's love as revealed through His Word. His interest is located in purpose-coordinated life and body-oriented leadership. To this end, he prefers speaking with young people as he honors the future ahead of them. He believes in the God that is locked up in every young person, and he seeks to help in discovering, developing, and delivering these potentials to the glory of God and for the benefit of mankind. As part of his hobbies is in all matters that tends towards excellence, a mind changer, a dramatist, a churchman from the lineage of the Levites. In fact, he's an embodiment of many creative abilities. You need an example of a multi-potentiality. See him. We believe, as a matter of philosophy, that in helping others lies your fulfillment. This has been his motivation over time. He is the creative and administrative director of the Leading Minds, a team of young intellectuals who are committed to helping young men and women in finding and using their potentials to fulfill their mandates within their lifetime on earth. And for me to say, the Leading Minds are the things that coordinate or that package this program, the Esplendour. And so he's the lead man, is the creative and administrative director. He's the mind behind what we are seeing here, the Ayoola activities. Can we give him a round of applause for this? Playful, frank, friendly, he likes everything creative, he dares everything challenging, he loves everything beautiful, he challenges status quo for regards principles. He's a certified neurocognitive consultant, reprogramming specialist, and a basic family life therapist. He currently lives in Ibadan, the Asian and largest city in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, hallelujah. Praise God. Welcome with me with a round of applause. Adebimpe.
Alright, all the accolades I'm already. I'm not sure I wrote that citation that you read, but I wrote it. I want to say good afternoon to everybody, and thank you very much for coming around. And in a few minutes, we want to share on politics, your involvement as a youth and as a Nigerian. Actually, there is a particular nursery rhyme that I learned when I was in primary school, and I'm very sure some of us, if not all of us, we are aware of that rhyme. I don't know if you can see it on the projector. This is how it goes. Parents, listen to your children. If you know it, you can sing that. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. So let's sing it again. Let's sing it again and let's do it the way we used to be when we were there. Parents, listen to your children. I'm pretty sure when we are talking about politics and such a rhyme like this is coming up, what grows in the heart of people, especially young people, is to say that the same set of people that were in power when we were in school, when we were in primary school, when we were still babies, are the same set of people recycling themselves in place of politics now. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Okay, right or right? So you have no choice than to say right. The same set of people. But I think we can give a twist to what leadership and participation in politics means. To give us a scope that really covers the real definition of what this rhyme is saying. The misconception of leadership in Africa and generally in Nigeria has so much eaten deep into what it means when we say leadership, especially when we say political leadership. Most of the time, this gives us a small view, a narrow view into what leadership and what influence of leadership in different aspects of it can have on politics. So many people believe that the influence and the impact and the importance of youth in politics should be that the old people should lead the system and then the young ones should come into leadership. But as it were, currently, I can say that if so many Nigerian youths today should enter
into politics, into political system of this country, the story will not be different. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Because already the system is infused with a lot of ideologies that cannot be easily eradicated. It's a system, everything in politics, everything in political leadership affects the family, affects business, affects economy,